bersama Koi at RemixPlay.
Welcome to RemixPlay.
Selamat datang ke RemixPlay.
Welcome to the RemixPlay 4.
欢迎来 RemixPlay.
Welcome to RemixPlay.
Welcome to RemixPlay 4.
Selamat datang dengan RemixPlay.
Jom kita RemixPlay.
Hi, my name's Alex Masters and I'm a designer, technologist and practice-based researcher based at Coventry University in the UK. I'm part of the GameChangers and Creative Culture team and I shall be co-chairing the discussion session with Professor Sylvester Arnab. My area of focus is that of frugal education, which in a nutshell is about harnessing the power of design thinking, leveraging available resources and embracing sustainability to develop creative, practical and sustainable education for all. So I'm excited to discuss this with you in the discussion session and to get your thoughts on these ideas and how they apply to playful education practice and the things that you're delivering in your various institutions, schools and communities.
Hello everyone, my name is Sylvester Arnab and I am a professor in game science at Coventry University. And my research is very much around investigating into the application and the design of playful and gameful experiences for education. So I am very excited to chair the RemixPlay 4 live event on the 30th of June with the theme of Playful Education for Change. I'm looking forward to meeting everyone and having discussions on the inspirations that we can actually have from playful and gameful activities and how we can create new experiences that can impact education. So see you there. Let's talk.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, selamat siang. A very good day everyone. I'm thrilled to be part of RemixPlay Summit this year. My name is Fitri Suraya Muhammad. I'm an academic staff at University Malaysia Sarawak. I'm part of the UNIMAS Gamification Centre, the first in the country which focuses on R&D in gamification. I'm chairing the Asia Pacific session today, happening at 11 a.m. Malaysia time. We have gathered educators from all levels of learning, from Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, Philippines, Thailand, Singapore, and Japan. I look forward to the conversations we will have during RemixPlay and the connections that we will make after the summit. Thank you for making time to be with us and stay safe, stay strong, and let's together explore play as a tool for creativity, happiness, and brilliance. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Carlo Tramontano, and today I'm going to chair the session for the Americas along with Gilson and Luca. I work as an assistant professor at the Center for Global Learning at Coventry University in the UK, where I mostly conduct research on unethical and aggressive behavior in educational and organizational setting. I'm really excited about today, and I really hope this will be a great opportunity to start building up a network and ideally share suggestion, idea, and opportunities for future collaboration. Have fun and enjoy your session.
Hello everyone, I'm Luca Morini, originally from Italy, but now working in slightly less sunny Coventry. I'm a researcher at Coventry University's Center for Global Learning, and my work is focused on global citizenship and intercultural engagement. And what better way of getting together and meeting across cultures than playing and creating games together? So this is a big part of my work. I worked around co-creating games here in England, in Northern Europe, and in Southeast Asia, particularly in Malaysia. And I hope that this meeting allows us to come together, create a big network, and create together even more playing games in the future.
Hello everyone, welcome to our session, welcome to RemixPlay number 4. My name is Gilson Schwartz. I'm a professor at the University of São Paulo, Brazil, at the Department of Film, Radio and TV, School of Communications and Arts. I hope you'll enjoy our session and hopefully we will play together Purposium, Challengers of Justice. That's the special experience I want to share with you. So I hereby declare the hooks to be open.
Anyhow, all RemixPlay, I would like to welcome everyone. And I would like to inform you that everyone coming to our session today will receive a digital badge in recognition of your participation in our event. These digital badges, you will be able to download it. It's at the GameChangers UK website. It's ready for you, so you can use it anytime. It's particularly useful for your social media profiles, yeah? So quickly, the agenda for the 1 hour session, we only have 1 hour and we're now in the 10th minute already. We will introduce what RemixPlay is all about and what we intend to do with you today. The interactivity will be based on a few things. We are going to run a RemixPlay flashcard game with you and also a discussion on Miro. And we will share what we have found preliminary towards this event. As you know, we are running 3 slots, yeah, of this sessions, which means that you can actually join our friends at 7 p.m. tonight, Malaysia time, for the UK, Europe, Africa session. And also there's going to be another one at 11 p.m. Malaysia time to join the ones in Americas, which is in North, Central, and South America. So before I proceed, I would like to introduce a few of our contributors who are here today with us. Dr. Muhibuddin Fadli, Dr. Nguyen T. Tom Tom, Mr. Chua Kiman, Mr. Goh Kok Ming, Dr. Shaila T, Ms. Jane Ho Leiling, Mr. Nashnik Shah Majiri, and Fatin Izzati Jaidil, Ms. Fatin Izzati Jaidil. Yeah, there's one person who also contributed the videos, one of the videos, which is Cikgu Felicia, Miss Felicia Mee Dizer. She's not able to come with us and be with us today. Her internet connection where she is doesn't allow her to link with her today. So yeah, the RemixPlay Summit is an annual event. Yeah, we bring together practitioners, researchers, designers of playful learning. We come together contributing different aspects of play and how play can achieve serious purposes. Yeah, so we have explored play in general in RemixPlay 1, playful co-creativity in RemixPlay 2, and playful inspirations for social innovation in RemixPlay 3. Unfortunately, we were not able to run RemixPlay last year because of the pandemic. So this is our answer to that, RemixPlay 4. So this is our first attempt doing an unwebinar format. And we have been collecting practice examples from various countries, and we showcase them as part of the Living RemixPlay video collection. And the theme this year, as I mentioned earlier, it's about playful education for change. And these, as you know, 3 live 1-hour sessions that you can join throughout the day. We are working on 4 fundamental drivers, which is playfulness, inclusive and equitable education, social change, and community orientation. So we hope that through the interactions that we will have today, we'll be able to highlight some of the things that we've been doing around these 4 common strands. And we would like to invite you to come and work with us on various research capacities, and to achieve long-term sustainable societal change and development in different national and cultural settings. So our aim for Remix 4 is essentially to create and launch a community of practice. And we hope that you'll be part of it, to develop and to showcase inspirations through video contents. And we are very much interested to have you come and join us. So we have, if you have gone through the RemixPlay website on GameChangers, on GameChangers UK, you may have seen the 17 examples of case studies that we have collected from 11 countries around the world. So they have been highlighting the 4 strands that I've been mentioning earlier, which is playfulness, inclusive and equitable education, and social change and community orientation. So if you have not spent the time to take a look at them, maybe you can after this. But we have actually compiled a snapshot of the 17 videos. So we're going to play it now to get you to have a look at what we've been up to.
Creating this wonderful small space, we call it dream space, to increase, to have fun in our learning, to create a fun learning environment. We actually started to role play. Okay,
BTT is a fun brain exercise game to help my special needs students in areas like thinking, memory, spatial relation, attention, and imagination, which will enhance their learning functions on the whole.
Atrévete abarca lo que es la definición por el Código Niño-Niña-Adolescente vigente en Bolivia, los distintos tipos, los efectos que trae consigo y como plus los 10 derechos fundamentales de los niños por Kim. Se necesitan otro tipo de abordajes para tratar la problemática y Atrévete es una de ellas. Mantiene la esencia del juego, pero también se aprende. Muchas gracias.
Since March 2020 until now, a whole year, I can see a really strong interest in adopting playful learning and gamification approaches.
We prepared a digital playground. The digital playground accommodated all of the games we have designed. The contents of the games revolve around SK Simpok's math and science teachers' input.
Dan mainkan gamenya dengan menyentuh buah anggur sesuai dengan arah panah yang diinginkan.
Ini bukan. Di sini, anak-anak akan menyatukan potongan-potongan yang sesuai menggunakan pengetahuan dan juga kekreatifan mereka.
Eu gostei bastante do jogo, né? Eu aprendi a trabalhar em equipe, porque no jogo a gente fez uma equipe de 3, e aí a gente trabalhou em equipe lá, e isso eu gostei bastante. A gente conseguiu resolver os problemas que tinha para resolver. Eu gostei bastante porque teve bastante comunicação entre os amigos, né?
In terms of the activity development as well, behind us here is a Guess Who activity. So you can see there are a number of characters, all with different makeup and attire and eye color and things like this, that we can then use as a pair work activity to practice items of clothing or eyes, body parts, all of these kind of things. So the server really lends itself to this playful game-based learning approach, really.
Was to play Concordia, most importantly to play and have fun. So the purpose of the clubs that we ran doing Concordia was that the children that participated had fun.
Because at the end of the day, children are children. They need to play. They need to do something. Kids are always curious. And kids also, we know children learn by doing.
We want education accessible for everyone.
Imagine you're looking out of your window. It doesn't matter what country you're in. France, Ukraine, the United States of America. I'm sure you can see and find many problems. That's the easy part. Finding these solutions, that's the hard part. And that's why we all joined this EdTech Masters, so that we can find these problems. We have 28 different countries represented in about 50 different students.
And the main problem, the main contextual challenges that we face are we lack of digital learning opportunities. But for me, I do believe that everyone deserves their own learning opportunity, and digitals can empower them to learn more and to have a deep learning about their world and to expand their horizons.
Such as poor internet connection, not all students effort to buy electronic devices to learn, and different students have different learning abilities.
No one wants to be left behind. So this issue of lack of access and facilities have also resonated more so during this pandemic. So even though we cannot go online 100%, there are activities that we let them do as long as the learning still go on at home.
But when we're doing things online, I'm not sure whether I'm talking to the kids or I'm talking to the parents, because who's holding the phone? So I have to be careful the language I use, the tone I have, to then ensure that I'm actually talking politely, differently, because when you talk to adults to teach, it's a different tone, different way of speaking, especially when you talk kids. You have to bring in a different language so that they can understand you.
En Bolivia todavía existe una gran cantidad de niños, especialmente niñas, que abandonan sus estudios por no poder trasladarse desde sus hogares ubicados en las pequeñas comunidades rurales hasta los colegios secundarios ubicados en las poblaciones mayores.
¿No? O proposing. Acho que es una mão virtual, es un abrazo virtual, ¿no? Que você consegue fazer com os alunos.
So Coventry Crosshairs work hard to create a safe environment for young people from diverse backgrounds. We can expand and create further opportunities for young people to participate and expand the horizon.
And the question I like to ask is, how can we be symviable? Symviable being a portmanteau word that brings in together the two concepts of symbiosis and viability. So in other words, how can we work in a way where we're working in symbiosis with the environment and with each other, and we also can be viable in such a way that we can live together on this planet for a very long time.
There's been some long-standing issues in our education surrounding the inclusion of pro-social themes and ethical content into the curriculum there. Fragments of Him as a game, as a story that it creates, directly addresses themes of sexuality, coming out, grief, and to some extent also generational differences in the perception of our rights as individuals. We needed an example, and I needed an example, particularly in my teaching, to stimulate discussion, including representation of women and minorities in games.
The new context of education and all the 21st century learning and new expectations that are coming about because of changes in society changes in sustainability, changes in how the world is operating, digital changes. Means we've got new expectations about ability to communicate, ability to work in teams, adaptability to change. All of these things are going to be so important for children in the future.
In terms of the impact of the server, I know multiple people that have gone on to pass the Japanese language proficiency test after doing activities here and becoming motivated to learn Japanese to a higher level. And I've also had, conversely, I've had English learners, I've had Japanese students of mine come onto the server as Japanese teachers, but then become very proficient in English at the same time.
Utamanya di waktu pandemi, kami harus berimprovisasi dengan kondisi di mana di lapangan kita di Indonesia tidak diperbolehkan untuk bertatap muka. Di situ kami juga melihat bahwa antusiasme peserta dan bagaimana tingkat interaksi mereka cukup tinggi. Utamanya di waktu pandemi ini mereka masih tetap semangat belajar, masih tetap semangat dalam mencari ilmu dan berbagi kebaikan.
O jogo também amei porque nos faz enxergar que a gente jovem agora, a gente pode mudar o mundo.
Bastante da experiência, e uma coisa que eu espero é que a resolução que a gente tenha dado, né, dos problemas sejam levados em consideração. Talvez alguém algum dia veja o vídeo e goste de uma ideia que a gente deu e realmente faça, ou até mesmo a gente que participou do jogo. Bom, é isso aí.
É como se o desenvolvimento, esse jogo e esse tipo de pedagogia, né, ele pudesse favorecer o desenvolvimento da virtude. Virtude é uma coisa que a gente não aprende na escola. Então, é um conjunto, e eu acho que quando você fala na virtude, a gente está aprendendo a ser, né? A gente está também aprendendo não só matemática, português e toda a geografia, história e tal, mas a gente está aprendendo a ser.
So through the experiences, young people will obtain new skills and develop the skills they already have. Gamers are able to transfer the pro-social skills that they learn from multiplayer gameplay to peer and family relations, as well as improving social and emotional skills.
We kind of help each other to see what can be done. For example, in remote schools or in rural areas, a teacher may need to use a different approach instead of depending on the online tools.
We need women. Now, what am I saying? We don't need women. These are not women. These are superheroes. So we have corporate superheroes, school superheroes, university superheroes, community superheroes, and NGO superheroes. And those are our partners and our mentors and the people who will help us enact learning as we go through the challenges. So what we do is we re-invite people inside the university system, and we plant the challenges as seeds, and then we let the superheroes mingle with the students, bring them back inside, see what can happen.
I try to invite experts from the outside to introduce robotics and coding programs to our kids. This see here, actually we have connected to ASEAN community.
Dan RemixPlay bergerak dalam pendampingan, riset, pelatihan, dan workshop utamanya di komunitas-komunitas. Kami mengajak komunitas di Solo Mengajar untuk ikut bersama kami, ikut mengeluarkan workshop, mereka berpartisipasi, dan
we are a growing international community of more than 80 students all around the world. Thanks to this community, we are able to make different initiatives in different local scales, such as a makerspace in secondary schools or an application on the web to help the students to practice exams.
Sin embargo, los niños y jóvenes de las casas de saber, por estar expuestos a una formación incompleta, impartida con metodologías ajenas a su realidad, Por lo general son poco receptivos a una educación tradicional y por lo mismo las clases en aula, las charlas, los dictados, etcétera, les resultan muy poco motivantes. Conscientes de ello, hemos promovido una práctica educativa alternativa fundamentada en procedimientos lúdicos. El trabajo educativo amparado en el juego nos ha demostrado que es la mejor forma de trabajo con los niños rurales. Los motiva mucho, los divierte, les permite aprender en un contexto diferente al convencional. Y lo más importante, lo hacen en interacción armónica con otros niños y jóvenes, aprendiendo unos de otros.
So it started as an English language learning server, but I invited a number of Redditors, people that use Reddit, to come and help my students learn English. And once the course finished, my Japanese students kind of left the server, and I was left with a population of students that wanted to learn Japanese. So we flipped the concept of the server on its head from an English learning server to a Japanese learning server. And since then, I've had many wonderful builders come on here and create these buildings as a kind of immersive environment for learning Japanese.
We think that we can help change something in the community and to work with more teachers and more students in the rural areas, especially the teachers at the disadvantaged areas.
There is still room for progress for both me as an educator and also the community, the students. So creativity has no limit. It can go both ways, offline and offline.
All right, there you go. That was the 17 videos that we have featured on the GameChangers UK website. So if you're interested, we need you and those that you know who are impacting their own communities, yeah, by means of playful and creative education. And we would like to showcase as many inspirations as possible. We have created a landing page for all of the videos that we have collected. And if you are submitting yours, we will create one for you as well. If you take a look at the slides right now, I think there's a QR code that you can use. Scan this through and you will be able to see a link that will bring you to the page for you to include your expression of interest. Yeah. So it will contain contributions as well as call for anyone who would like to partner with us to run any specific activities from sending bits out, research, or even collaborative classrooms. Yeah. I want to share with you a word cloud that we have gathered from registrations that we have collected, yeah, for all three slots, all three sessions. And the most prominent words, as you can see here, are games and education. And this particularly are the main concerns anyhow about what we do in playful education. We would like to use the playful approach to engage communities. And we hope that by doing that, we are making learning better, we're making education better, and we explore ideas to make it meaningful through experimentations of different approaches. So the next word cloud that I'm showing you here is the ones we particularly collected for the Asia Pacific region. So as you can see, the words are a little bit different because I think our main concerns are mainly on community and playfulness. Yeah. So these words resonate the collective need in many parts of our countries here in Southeast Asia. The pandemic has forced us to reflect and rethink the way that we are teaching and learning. And we know that change is eminently has got to happen, you know, at some point at the community scale. And this is to ensure sustenance and impact. So I would like to invite you to take a minute to write what comes to your mind when you think about changes in education. Can you use the text box right now, and then let's see what you're thinking? What changes are you thinking about in education? So we will collect all of your words, and we will put it in the another word cloud, yeah, and we'll show it to you at the end of the session. So play is a wonderful tool for learning design, yeah, and we know this from the broad interest that you have shown us in the registrations particularly. Now it's time to be a little bit creative. Let's try to exercise our creative muscles. Can we go to the next slide, please? Yes, so here are the RemixPlay flashcards, and we would like for you to use these cards, and I'm gonna walk you through it. It's quite easy actually. The idea is that we have one topic card and one game card. The topic card will tell us the kind of scope that we would like to address, and the game card will be what kind of games that we would like to work on. So that means we need to know the game mechanics, yeah? So if you look at the one on the screen right now, social responsibilities, it could be something about, say, the food banks, yeah, because right now during the pandemic in Malaysia particularly, it's quite popular right now to set up food banks. And say if you want to get a group of people to come together and think about what are the ways as to what are the creative ways as to how to set up food banks within their communities. So if we use the Pictionary game, and we know that the Pictionary is about drawing, yeah? So you're not supposed to say the word, but you're supposed to draw. So how we mesh this together is that we could probably ask people to draw items for a food bank, depending on the types of categories of needs. Like for instance, single mothers would need what kind of things would they draw? And then say the B40, what we call B40 in Malaysia is those who are earning less than 1,200 Malaysian ringgit a month. So what are the things that they would need? Yeah, so if we mesh this together, how would the cards, how would the game come about? So I want to get you to try. This is the next, can we have the next slide, please? Okay, so this is your challenge. I want you to think of one mathematics topic and how you would teach that mathematics topic using Lego. All right, so we're going to give you 1 minute. So you really have to cram this. Yeah, and we're going to do a countdown. And when you're ready, please write out the game in the chat box. Yeah, and anyone who contributes will get a physical copy of the set. Yeah, we're going to post it to you. One of my team members are going to contact you after the session, and we're going to send you the physical copy of this play cards. So I hope you will join in. Okay, so think about it. You may begin now. You have 1 minute. that's brilliant. We have a few very interesting games here. Dr. Jane Labadin, I saw you write a game out here. Can you turn on your microphone, please? Do you mind sharing your idea?
Hi.
Hi.
Putri. Thank you so much. Actually, I was thinking about volume. Sometimes small kids couldn't like know how volume looks like. So one piece of a Lego we can calculate the volume, and hence when they create, one piece on one another, they can create a shape, and then from that shape they can calculate the volume as well.
Right.
Based on summing it up.
So basically using the blocks to create the visual representation of the
Yes.
volume.
Yes.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
Natasha Rusdi.
Hi, good morning,
Hi,
everyone.
good morning. Silakan, can you share the game that you're thinking about?
Oh, a very spontaneous idea, but I was thinking that we can divide the students into different groups, and each group will have different amounts of Legos and different colors. So the class will have one big project where they have to solve. For example, maybe build a red house and a green house, and the roof can be blue. So they will have to learn how to work with each other and then use the different amounts, and they have to count, something like that. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you so much, Natasha.
No problem. Thank you.
So all of you who have contributed here, you're going to get one set of the physical copy of the play cards. So don't leave yet. Please leave your information with our team. So I'm going to give you another chance to get the physical cards. So yeah, so this is your next challenge. Climate change and Jenga. 1 minute from now. Brilliant. So many ideas here. Let's see. Let's pick someone here. Okay, let me call Dr. Fadli then. Dr. Fadli, do you want to explain your game?
Hello, Assalamualaikum. Okay.
Yeah, hello. Silakan.
Okay, let me talk about this game. This is quite simple game that that earthquake is a daily daily common like bencana alam in my country, in Indonesia actually. So this game is quite simple that we try to easily move the Jenga, and then the students can see that, and when we move, the Jenga will shake and broke into a piece, and this is can ensure and make the student awareness about the earthquake, and they can run to outside, and then they can keep safe in very clear area maybe.
Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah, if we can put all the elements that we have to
Yes.
think about, yeah, in the Jenga block.
Yep.
Yes, excellent. Can I have another one? Thank you, Dr. Fadli.
No worries.
Sharon, are you there? Sharon Chan?
Yes, I'm here. Morning.
Yeah, silakan. Can you share what you have?
At first I was having the thought that each Jenga piece is an element in the environment. Like, what if one Jenga piece is about trees, the other one is about water. So what if sudden changes, if pulling out those Jenga out from the Jenga block, then would it be easier for those that whole Jenga building to be crumbled much more easier or whatnot. That's what I had in the initial thinking.
That's brilliant. I think that can be developed into a full game. Yeah, different types of even water, different types of earth, probably, isn't it? So how do people actually make decisions about which ones would be structurally stronger than the other? Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much. So those of you who have contributed here, we are going to be in touch with you. Please don't run away. All right, after the session, one of our team members will be collecting your postal addresses. Yeah. So while we go on to the next session, this is the discussion forum that we would like to invite you to go to. We have set up a Miro board because we think Miro helps us. It's an online whiteboard. It helps us see what everybody is thinking. So there is a link that you will have to go to. You can scan the QR code, or you can go to this link on your browser. It's bit.ly/RemixPlay Miro. If you're not able to access this, it's fine. I will share the screen anyhow. Yeah. So this is how Miro looks like. There's a few things that you need to be familiar with. These are the control panel. Yeah, these are templates. You can choose different templates to use. However, you don't need to use that today. There's a text tool. There's a sticky note tool. This is the one that we would like you to try to use today. Yeah, the sticky note tool. And there's shapes. You can create different types of shapes on the board. It's bit.ly/remixplay Miro, Miro, one word. I see people coming in already. You might have to sign in a little bit. Yeah, maybe 2 seconds to sign in. And you can comment. Yeah, and this tool is for you to create the, hang on just a minute. Yeah, and this one is for you to share. This one is for you to create the boxes in which you want things to appear. So we've actually created this, and the question that we have for you is this one. If you are not able to link to Miro, you can type it into the chat box. Yeah. So we're going to do a SWOT analysis a little bit. I want you to think about how do we make connections between what is taught in STEM, because we noticed that a lot of participants were talking about their concerns of STEM, yeah, STEM in school, how STEM is being delivered in school. So how do we make connections between what is taught in STEM and what the local community actually needs? So, and I want you to think about how playful education approach would help in doing so. So as the SWOT board looks like, there's the first one is strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and challenges. Yeah. So we have populated a little bit the board just to help you to get along. So some of the strengths, I think Chua Kiman has started to contribute here. Thanks, Kiman. Like these things. Yeah. So what would you like to add on to this? going back to the question again, how do we make connections between what is taught in STEM and what the local community needs? Yeah, the SWOT boxes somehow is missing now. Nashnik, can you bring in the SWOT boxes again?
I can try.
Okay. Strength, creativity. Yeah. Okay. I think we have to quickly sum this up because we're almost out of time. This is brilliant, guys. This is brilliant. Now, you can use Miro for your own classes and everything. We use this quite a lot because it does replace the functions of a blackboard. Now, as you can see here, yeah, the strengths that we have identified are very oh, this one is a weakness, so this one has to move. The strength that we have identified is quite diverse. Yeah, if there is no need for internet connection, perhaps it will be easier to run the activities. Yeah, teacher creativeness is a huge element in making sure that playfulness or playful approach can be disseminated. Local knowledge to relate to the games, I think this is very important as well. These are some of the things that we are also working on research wise to understand how we can utilize local knowledge, local games, and also to include that in the way that we present, yeah, the more serious subjects like STEM. Yeah. And we are all talking about the different cultural values, cultural needs. How do we put them together? Yeah, these are all the strengths that we all have. Yeah, in different cultural contexts that we belong to. Now, let's look at the weaknesses for a bit. Yeah. Some of the points that you have raised, which is the lacking of creativity. Sometimes this also becomes a hindrance in the way that we plan and design materials and lessons for students. STEM is based on logic. So how do you make it fun? How do you make it less serious? How do you make it meaningful? So these are some of the issues that we can actually expand and work on. Yeah, most of the time is dry delivery, yeah, of the STEM materials. And if we are working in remote areas, you know, there are things that may not be integrated into the way that STEM is being presented in school. We have seen this as well in our own research, and I think there's a lot of a lot of areas that need to be worked on. Challenges. These are some of the challenges that you've listed: teacher readiness, lack of lab facilities. Yeah, these are all about facilities. Lack of hands-on during the pandemic. Yeah, governance, how schools or even institutional agencies are being administered. Yeah, sometimes people do more for profit rather than non-profit. Yeah, so if it's not something that brings money to the agency, it's not going to be prioritized. Yeah, and lack of time. This we hear from a lot of teachers, particularly in Malaysia, when we go around presenting, showing them how to use gamification elements. A lot of them would say, it takes a lot of time to prepare materials which include gamification integration. So, and the last bit here, the last box here, which is opportunities. And you mentioned the community hall. Yeah, there are things in the community that can be used. How to make STEM relevant to the immediate environment. The STEM interest will create more a more creative community. So these are the things that could be inculcated. Yeah, and if the community's relationship with schools or institutional agencies, this can actually be capitalized, yeah, in the way that we make or we use playful approach for change. So the next bit is actually, I wanted to bring you here. This is the next box. I think some of you may have seen it. It's just right next to what you posted up just now, which is a risk matrix. Yeah, this is a risk matrix box. And I wanted you to go through the points that you have created in the sticky notes. Yeah, and to put it here. Then we will discuss like which are the ones that can be addressed immediately and would have the most impact. So if we had another chance to talk about this, I think it will be a really good conversation across different countries and across different cultures. So I have to stop now though, because we need to get on with the final bit. So I think this is a good platform so far, in the way that we are starting to talk about things that are familiar to us and things that we are concerned with. And if we can bring forward this conversation, I hope that you will show your support by putting in your expression of interest, so that we can continue this conversation. We will create more platforms for us to collaborate. This is the best, I guess, way right now to connect with people from different geographical locations and time zones. And I think this is a good first step. So I would like to encourage you to go to the GameChangers website, GameChangers UK, and then to put in your expression of interest. So that's the what do you call it, the sort of last message that I have from this. I wish we had more time though. Yeah, the last bit is that I want to leave you with this quote. When people align around shared political, social, economic, environmental issues, values, and take collective action, thinking and behavior that compromises the lives of millions of people around the world can truly change. So we believe that if we work together and form this community of practice in playful education for change, we will be able to make a lot of difference in different speeds, perhaps in different ways, different strategies. But I think it's nice to be able to connect with like-minded people who also worry about the same things that we are worried about. That marks really the end of the Asia Pacific session for RemixPlay 4. I thank you for your participation and for all the contribution that you have provided for us in this 1 hour. Please access the videos in the GameChangers UK website. If you can, participate in the conversations and the discourse, and remember to submit your expression of interest, yeah, in the GameChangers UK website. So terima kasih. Yeah, Assalamualaikum. A very good day. Have a great day ahead, and stay safe, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Fitri.
Thank you, Dr. Fitri.
Thank
Terima
you,
kasih
Dr.
semuanya.
And thank you, the team.
Thank you, Dr. Fitri.